you to talk. Oh, hi guys, it's Julia. I'm coming to you live with my dog Fletcher, who apparently wants to say hello. We are here to talk to you about a few things, but basically this is just your weekly webinar with some helpful tips and some motivation. First of all, I just want to say that I am really proud of those of you who are in a challenge group right now. Business aside, I got into this in the first place for health and happiness, and I will continue to stay in it forever for that reason, if nothing else. I love the business side of it too. It gives me freedom, it gives me friendships, it gives me all kinds of perks. But it gives me also a really strong purpose and drives me to help other people even when I am not feeling like that person, if that makes sense. So I feel like it makes me a better person. It gives me that reason to help others daily, that it's easy to be selfish and it's easy to not do things for other people like we should. My dog is like lying on my keyboard. I'm really worried he's going to stop this live feed. Anyway, so it would be easy to not do the things that I do with my coaching business to help other people. But I choose every day to be stronger than I was yesterday, to be better, to be kinder, to be, more giving, more generous. And that's because I'm a coach. So really proud of you guys for being present and taking care of yourselves and being a part of this team, no matter what you're doing in your business. These slides are going to help you both in your business and in your personal life. So please just watch, and if you like it, great. If not, that's okay too. Okay, so hang on a second. I'm going to screen share. And we're sharing. Okay, so from the beginning, Team Passionate webinar number 2. So for those of you who don't know, I didn't even realize that picture is backwards. But yes, I am a coach, even though it's backwards. I went to Summit, and so did Yolanda, and we had so much fun and got so much out of it. It was crazy, crazy how much we got out of it. Then when I got back the next weekend, me and Catherine went to the Maine Super Saturday, and it was awesome as well. We found a public park and we did our workout there because there wasn't one at our Super Saturday for some reason. We ate healthy food. We hung out with really pumped up people. We got to meet other coaches. We got to talk about our journeys, and it was really, really rewarding. Okay. So welcome to the webinar. Events are fantastic. Lead programs. I wanted to talk to you guys about this because I've talked to you about Success Club and how to get the points and how a Success Club, you can be an all-star, and that's a cool title. And I've talked to you about how it'll grow your business, and I've talked to you about the income, but I don't think I've talked to you yet about the lead programs. And so basically, if you get 5 new clients monthly with challenge packs, it's Success Club 10 right out of the gate. So if you think about it more in terms of people than points, it's really less overwhelming, and it's, more near and dear to my heart specifically. I don't know about you guys, but helping people versus getting points, helping people is where my heart's at. So if I think of it in that respect, then I am more apt to do the work that it takes to get to that point, right? So Success Club 10 is always my personal goal. Success Club 5 is an absolutely fine goal to have as well. And it will get you customer leads. But in order to get Success Club leads, you would need to get Success Club 10. And here is the thing. Customer leads, you get people who have signed up for a free account and may order later. You may get people who have placed an order, but you don't get that commission. You just get that customer now assigned to you so that if later they purchase something, you'll get that commission. The same thing if they make a free account. If they eventually buy something, you'll get that commission. But sometimes those accounts say do not contact, and sometimes those people don't buy anything at all, and it's still really, really great to have customer leads. It's very great. Success Club leads, though, you can actually earn Success Club points for what people are purchasing. So when someone buys a challenge pack, if they continue on, you can get 2 Success Club points. If someone buys HD Shakeology, if they continue on with their HD Shakeology, you'll get a Success Club point. And so that's really, really cool. And then the coach connection is when you're a diamond coach and you're hitting those Success Club benchmarks, you are actually in the running to receive free coaches as people sign up without sponsors, which is really, really remarkable. If you think about it, Lindsay Matway signed up without a sponsor, and she was a top coach 2 years in a row. And she's an excellent coach. I don't think she's fighting for that top coach spot anymore, but she is living an incredible life. She's making crazy money, and she is super happy, and she is helping so many people, and she has true freedom. And she came from a really just unhappy background with a lot of sadness, a lot of heartache, a lot of struggle, and she is truly at the top now, at least from the outside in. I wanted to talk to you guys about the Challenge Tracker app. So this came out a while ago. It was actually announced at last year's summit. And when they announced it, I was going crazy. I was like, are you serious? There's a built-in scheduler in this app. The app makes it super simple for people to just say, I did my workout, I drank my shake. You can use posts that the Beachbody people have made in the Coach Online office, and you can put those up and schedule those to start running. It just seemed like it was going to be the answer to all of our problems. No more creating groups, no more making cover photos for the groups, no more trying to make everything look super professional, no more trying to figure out, if people are seeing the posts. This was telling me how many people are checking in daily. This is telling me who hasn't checked in daily. This was making everything super simplified, and I was super excited. So originally when they rolled it out to the elite and top coaches. And I tried that beta phase because I was invited by Alyssa, my coach, to do a group and just try it. And honestly, I forgot about it. I forgot to post in it. They didn't really have the notifications at that point. Then I heard from a couple coaches they didn't like it, and I totally passed it off. I never even tried it, which is such a shame because I just tried this, you guys, and it is blowing my mind. So, the reason that I'm bringing this up and the reason I tried it again is because there's this thing happening called the Health Bet. Have you heard of it? Because it's coming in September. And what it is Beachbody is donating a ton of money. I want to say $1 million. I think it's going to be more than that. I think they're going to do an extra $5 for every challenge pack sold or something like that. And I can get you the FAQ if you're interested in the very specific details. But basically, there is a lot of money on the line. And you have to qualify by meeting specific requirements for each of the 4 qualification weeks. And those are listed right in the middle of the screen there. And basically what you have to do is a few days of the week you have to track that you had a shake, and a few days of the week you have to track that you did a workout. And of course there are very specific rules to this. And again, I will give you the FAQ if you're interested. But anyone, coach or challenger, qualifies to basically win a fair share of the pot just for being a part of it. So their idea is people enter the lottery all the time, and they don't have that great of a chance of winning anything. But as long as you do those behaviors for the days that you're supposed to, you're going to get some money. So whether it's $1 because 1 million people are doing it, which I doubt, or if it's $50 or $100 or whatever, it depends on how popular this is, what you're going to win. But you're going to get some money, which is pretty remarkable. And it's pretty generous of them. And I'm pretty freaking excited because I don't know about you, but there is never enough money in my bank account, and there is never enough time in the day. And so this solves one of those problems a little bit. But basically, all in all, the Challenge Tracker app has been super simple to use. It has that built-in scheduler like Hootsuite or Postcron, but it's in the Challenge Tracker portal, which is what it's called. It's a website you can go to, and then the app is on your phone, and it's super easy to use. So it gives them positive encouragement every day. If they are If they are checking in, it says, okay, this is the second time you've tracked your shake this week. Keep it up. It tells them that they're doing a good job. The same thing with the workouts, and then the same thing with you posting those posts without having to actually be there posting. You can schedule those ahead of time. So I would really encourage you guys to get in a group with me in that app, to try it out before the go live of September 5th of that health bet, and to talk to people about entering this, because it's pretty freaking cool that they can. All right. And sleep, super, super freaking important, you guys. So I know that you're encouraged to, do your behaviors and not go to bed until your power hour is done and all that stuff. So I would encourage you to be more productive with your time and more responsible with your time so that you can get that really, really important sleep. I know that when I started this business, I was getting not a lot of sleep, and I was staying up at night thinking about things and messaging people that popped into my head and whatever. So put your phone in airplane mode. Use either a personal development audiobook or reading a book, or at least looking at positive quotes before you decide you're going to bed, so that there's positive thoughts in your mind. And then when you go to bed, put that phone in airplane mode so nothing wakes you up except your alarm in the morning. And then use a sleep mask or essential oils or something. You can meditate or do yoga, but whatever it takes for you to get relaxed and be able to sleep peacefully, because it is super, super important that you take care of yourself first and foremost, so that you can help others. It's just like being on a plane and putting on your oxygen mask first. You really, really just want to make sure that you're able to think right and feel good so that you can do things for other people and not feel resentful or overstressed or anything like that. So another thing I'm going to talk about is always add value. It's really, really easy to forget, but when you post online, I don't know if you guys remember, but like however many years ago, 5, maybe 10, who knows? I don't know. But that whole like gym tan laundry, I'm not even joking, or like the hit me up on my cell. And it was like, it's like a statement and nobody cares at all. And we don't know why you're putting that up. And it's super annoying. You don't want to be that person with your workouts. I went to the gym. Nobody cares that you went to the gym, but like, why are you telling them that? So you went to the gym and it was hard for you, and explain that. What is the importance, the significance of whatever you're sharing? How is it going to help someone? If it's not going to help someone, don't bother posting it. You want to be, sharing insightful information. You want to be sharing valuable information. You want to be helping change people's lives, not annoying them and making them want to block you. So I think people are always happy to see a sweaty, smiling face. I think that they're always happy to see uplifting quotes. I think that they're always happy to see people reaching out and making each other feel better and be healthier and happier and stronger and all of that. But really think about why you're sharing it, what makes it important for people to know, and how it's going to help someone. And then also who you're talking to. So find out who your target audience is. And that's just a fancy way of saying, who do you connect to? Are you someone who likes people that are really outgoing? Are you talking to those shy people? Are you talking to people who suffer with, anxiety or depression? Are you talking to people who love to travel? Are you talking to people who are looking for a business opportunity, or who just want to get toned but are already skinny? Or who are you talking to? Because those people are on Facebook. They are on whatever account you're on. But if you're not using the right language and you're not talking to that audience like you mean it, then they're probably not going to even recognize that that's an important post for them. So ideas are things like recipes. Actually, even if it's someone else's recipe, you can say, this isn't mine, but I found this awesome recipe. And just like actually typing out very simple instructions and sharing a picture of what you made or what was on the website, but giving credit to that website. If you made something up, share that. But simpler the better, I find. Simple workouts they can do, just like a few moves. Record yourself doing some silly, like 5 moves that will, make your arms less jiggly, or however you want to word it. But people love that. Something super quick and simple and easy that they can do to better their lives. Uplifting quotes are always awesome. It's free personal development, and they don't know they're doing personal development by reading it, but it makes them think better and feel better and be happier. Accountability, like, I did my workout, who did their workout today, that kind of thing. And of course, probably word it better than that, but that is something that some people will love. Tips for clean eating, tips for just basically fitting health and fitness into your life. Sharing your journey and how you're doing with what you are doing is super helpful, because someone is just like you out there. and can totally relate to how you are doing and what you're struggling with. And then always be positive, always spin around the situation, and it's going to help you in your personal life, but also in, getting business. You don't want to be a Debbie Downer. You want to be finding that positive. You want to find that silver lining, and you want to help other people see that same way, both in their health and their life, and just in the way that they think about things. But if you think positively, then you will bring more positive into your life. There's a quote that's super, super cheesy that a coworker told me the other day, and I was laughing when she said it, but every time I think of it, it makes me smile. So it says, when you smile, the world smiles with you, and when you frown alone. It's super cheesy, but it made me laugh and it made me happy. And so every time I feel grumpy, I realize I'm not helping anyone, and I'm alone in that sadness or that anger or whatever. And when I smile or do something nice for someone, I know that I'm making a difference. So all right, take a journey, grow emotionally, get fit, be happy by choice, do that positivity thing we were just talking about, eat better, drink more water, meet more people, have more fun, get out of your comfort zone. So these are all things we talk about all the time, but truly, truly do them. I know up until recently, I was really struggling with getting in my workouts, really, really struggling. I was doing running a mile and then doing some push-ups and just basically doing anything I could do to avoid doing an actual video, even though I know that's what works best, because I was just over it. I didn't want to do it anymore. And I'm just lazy at heart in that way. I have always hated exercise, and I was just ready to just, eat nachos and lay on the couch and drink beer every day of my life after work. But I know that when I was doing those things, I wasn't happy, I wasn't energetic, and I wasn't my true self. And I've grown a lot as a person by being this healthier, happier version of me. So I don't want to go back to that. And I can find ways to really fit this into my lifestyle, and that's going to change every year and every day, but I know I can do it. So I've started Country Heat, and that was I had to commit to that. At Summit, they were like, choose a program and commit to it. And I was like, well, I don't know what I want to do. I haven't decided yet. They're like, just choose something and commit to it. It doesn't matter what it is. So I was like, well, I'll give Country Heat a shot. I bought it. I meal planned. I meal prepped. I practiced for a week before the group started, and now the group started, and I haven't missed a day. And that makes me feel really good. It makes me feel really proud. I'm happier. I feel like I'm helping the people in the group. Eating better gives me more energy and less belly aches. I have just a clearer mind, and I'm getting better sleep. I'm drinking more water. I'm doing all the things I was supposed to do because the challenge groups truly, truly work. But I made those choices. So I want you to know that I know, and I struggle too, and I know how hard it is. I struggle every single day with making those choices. And some days I'll make it through the whole day being perfect, and then I'll binge eat popcorn or something like that. I'm certainly not perfect, and anyone who knows me knows that. But don't, the more you look at other people and idolize them, the more of a lie you're telling yourself, because it really doesn't matter what other people are doing, and no one is perfect. You're only seeing that surface image. You're only seeing that, polished up image of who that person is. You don't see them behind closed doors. And what really matters is, what's going to make you happy and make your life better, and who you need to be for yourself, okay? Not for anybody else. So take that journey and share it. And then no is the road to yes. So I know that I have struggled a lot with rejection. There are some days where I'm inviting people and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. This is dumb. I don't want to bother people. I don't want people to say no to me. I don't, want to make anyone annoyed. Whatever it is that I tell myself. And there's a few things. First of all, if you're doing this for the right reasons, there's nothing wrong with you offering to help someone get healthy. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And anyone who tells you that there is against getting healthy themselves. And that's their own personal problem, but it's not something that you need to take personally, because it's not about you, it's about them. Okay, so you are offering to help someone find health. If they don't want to do your challenge group, help them anyway. Give them the free tools you have. Share with them your website. Share with them the Beachbody blog that has tons of free information on it. Share with them the Beachbody On Demand free 30-day trial. Share with them that they could just spend $40 every 3 months to get basically unlimited samples of programs and a lot of full programs on the Beachbody Club website. Share with them the Michi's Ladder tool. Talk to them, have them follow your like page and share valuable posts on those accounts that you're running that they're following, but help them anyway. Okay. The whole point is helping people get healthy and ending the trend of obesity and getting people to stop thinking about themselves like they're a victim. I had a patient the other day who was 360 pounds and I think he was 5'8". And he had all kinds of health issues, a big long list. He had a lot of signs of prediabetes, and he didn't actually have diabetes yet. And I asked him if he was having numbness and tingling, because that's part of the screening questions I have to ask at work. And he said, yes. And I said, has your doctor talked to you about that? And he said, yeah, they call it neuropathy. And I know as a nurse that that's something that a lot of diabetics had. And I said, how have your blood sugars been? And he said, well, they've been fine the last time they checked them. They're just kind of creeping up a little. And he said, I guess that's just how my body wants to be. It stayed at this weight for a really long time. And I guess this is just the way I'm supposed to live. And I said, well, what are you doing to change that? And he looked at me like I was crazy. He said, I guess that this is just the way my body's supposed to be. And I said, well, what do have you talked to your doctor about nutrition? Have you talked to him about exercise? And we talked about these things, talked about drinking water. And I think that, I brought up a lot of good points to him that he really appreciated. And I wasn't sure how that would go over, but basically he has just accepted this low energy, stomach aches, having multiple surgeries from health complications he could totally prevent and reverse just by making some healthy lifestyle changes. And his wife was there too, and she really appreciated what I was saying, and so did he. And I felt like that was what I was supposed to do. I felt like that's what I love about this job, is that you can connect to all kinds of different people in different places in their lives and really just help them in whatever way they need. Just listen to those needs and try to target what you can do to help them. And that doesn't have to be a sale. And when you're knowing that you're helping people in general, and when that's your mission, if you get sales, great, but you probably will, because you're going to have that reputation of being this very kind person who really, truly just wants to help people. And the way that, these companies get a bad rap is when people stop. Well, at least our company is different than others in that we actually have health products that are truly helping people get healthy. They're not a quick fix. So, but when people start looking at just the money aspect of it and lose sight of helping people, that's when you get a bad rap. So don't worry about asking people if they'd like some help getting healthy, because that's a good thing to ask. But also don't be offended if they say no, and really don't be offended if they don't want to buy something, because there's a lot of free ways to help them. So every time I thought I was being rejected from something good, I was actually being redirected to something better. So when someone says no to a challenge pack, you might get a lifelong friend. You might help them in a huge way, but in a different way. You might have been that conversation that kept them from deep depression or something else. You never know what people are going through. So continue to talk to people, continue to invite people, and continue to support them even if they're not interested. The majority of people you talk to will say no before they say yes, and that is the natural response of people. I said no countless times, at least 5 times before I said yes. And it wasn't only one person asking me, but she asked me a few times, and I was like, what the hell is wrong with this lady? But when she asked me that last time, I really, really needed help and wanted help. So it's not about bugging people, but it's just that their lives change. And I even see people at work, and you notice, they're less energetic. They're, a little sad looking. They have put on weight, and it's noticeable, and you don't know what's going on with them, but maybe they just want somebody to ask them because they're lost. Maybe they don't know how to get themselves out of that situation, because I did not. And I was having no motivation and no energy. And I wish someone had asked me, weeks or months before, when I had time, and when I wanted it. So the majority of people you talk to will say no before they say yes, and that's normal. But find out what their needs are, support them in their needs, help them for free if they don't want to buy something, because there's nothing wrong with them not wanting to buy something. They may really not have money, and you don't need to harass them over it. Keep in touch with them. If they share information with you, check up with them on whatever's going on. If their kid was sick, I hope they're feeling better. If they're going back to school, how's the semester going? That kind of stuff. And it doesn't need to be fake. Really take interest and keep in touch with these people. Follow up with them. If they say, now's not a good time, but maybe when school's out, so then in the summer, check in with them. And you might think to yourself, oh, that's a really long time. I need to hit Success Club. I've thought that. It's a thought you can have. Not something I'm super proud of, but I have thought of that before. And the thing is, there's tons and tons and tons and tons of people to talk to. You do not need to obsess about getting one person to commit. If they say no, they say no, and you can follow up when they ask you to follow up, or you could say, I'm going to check back in with you in a month. But don't harass these people, okay? Make sure they know that your relationship is more than just a sale, that you're not just a number, that you're not just 2 Success Club points to me, that kind of thing. Only 2% of sales occur at a first meeting or invitation. So I was reading an article on sales today, and it said that 8% of salespeople make 98% of sales. And that's because most people say no the first time or the second time. And most people will say yes after establishing trust with you. And usually that can take up to 5 times that you invite them to something. And that's not like Monday you ask them, Tuesday you ask them, Wednesday you ask them, Thursday you ask them, etc. It's like you ask them in January, and then maybe in April, and maybe July or August, and you space it out, or you see them put a Facebook post up that really is calling your name and basically says, I need help, and you talk to them, or something exciting happened in their life and it sparks a conversation that makes them see that you invited them before, and then they say, hey, how about that group? I'm ready now. All right, live your vibe, attract your tribe. So I thought this was a really funny meme this morning. Tired of my fitness posts? Just block everything health and fitness related, like in your real life. So you never wanted those people on your team anyway. You didn't want them in your challenge groups. You don't want to get those people in your life that are going to bring you and your whole team or your whole challenge group down. You want to be your authentic self so that you can bring people to your team that you will love working with. You want to be true to you so that you can have a sustainable and an honest and an enjoyable business. You're trying to make a difference in the world and bring positivity around you, so that don't let those pessimists bring you down. And just most importantly, just remember that not everyone is going to like you, and you don't like everyone. So, it's nothing personal about you. It's just that people don't love all other people, and that's just the way that things work. So be happy about those who are following you or liking your posts or responding back to your messages, and don't be offended by the people who don't. I wouldn't unfriend people unless they're being very negative. You could unfollow them. But some people that were some of my biggest critics have now been in my challenge groups and love them, and I've changed their life supposedly in some way, even though I know it's not just me that's done that. But those people may just need you to put the right post up at the right time, and their lives are going to change in a big way. So that is the end of the webinar. All right. Hi. So I hope that was helpful in some way. I'm going to post it to the team page, and you can share with your teams as you'd like to. But thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have an incredible week. Don't forget to put down your goals, to track your business, and to reach out if you need anything, most importantly. Okay, bye.